So I keep forgetting to make a video, post it. Twice I have not been successful. One of them was because I had the heater on and the phone right where it's at right now, and it overheated. So it didn't record the half an hour that I recorded. It's really sucked, but it is what it is. I do have to say that I love basketball. Always loved it. Even if I'm not great at it right now, or even if nothing is going on with that sport that I could amount to, I still love it. I still love the NBA, still love high school. I really don't like college that much. It doesn't really interest me, but kind of makes me think when I go home every day and I see my basketball hoop there. I want to go shooting. I want to spend an hour a day doing that. I mean, I don't care if it's cold. I don't care if it's raining. I kind of grew up with just shooting. In any weather, it doesn't matter. It had nothing to do with confidence, had nothing to do with anything. It's like shooting a basketball allows you to think, allows you to center, allows you to grow as a person. Not because that you're in your head, but you're certainly planning things out. I know when you have a lot of time to think, the good thoughts and the bad thoughts come. The ones that stay are the ones that you hold on true to. Whether that helps you become a better person in the future or a better person right now. I think anything that you can get, anything that you can obtain, any resource that you have, kind of like this, kind of like me, even though I can obviously say that I'm not doing too well. I have a pinched nerve in my neck, messing me up all night long. I'm hurting all night long. The back still hurts. I mean, it's not like, that stuff goes away. It only gets worse with time, especially when it's not better. But it brings my energy down. I can't help it. I'll wake up and I'm like, I'm ready for the day. And I mean, no one knows, other people's thoughts unless someone says it. But I'm telling you right now, like, every day I think there's so many possibilities and opportunities out there. But then these limitations come about, whether I just sit up or move or snap back to reality. It's always there. Now I know it's easy to say, hey, I'm going through this and that's the reason, or this is what's going to happen. And in those times where you're not feeling great, the only thing you can do, that I know to do, is just to go through it. It's it might be a roadblock. It might be something you don't think you can do, but it's something you can do. I know you can. get this feeling with this pinched nerve that feels like electricity shooting down my arm, or a numbness, a lot of muscle loss. I can't really grab things that are kind of heavy. Not even like heavy. I'm talking like, I don't know, even 20 pounds sometimes. That's not all the time. With a pinched nerve, it's sometimes it's just random. It's not great. But I can't wallow in all of that all the time, even though I want to. Even though I go through it every day. I can't always go through that. I can't always think that that's my life and that's it. I mean, certainly it could be, and it's possible that, that stuff happens to many people, but that doesn't mean I have to accept it. I don't have to accept the negativities in my life, even though I go through it, even though I experience it. The only thing that I accept is that I'm trying to be a better person every day. And now, it doesn't always happen. I don't always do it. It's not always on my to-do list. But it's something that I kind of think about. Like, even if I haven't been a great dad that day to my kids, I think about it until I say something. Like, I can't hold it back and not say, hey, my mistake, or, this is what's going on, this is what I'm thinking, this is how I feel. I can't go without trying to either correct or alter my mistakes, because I don't want that to be set in stone. I don't want that to be, the last time I talk to my kids and, say goodnight to them, and we got off on a bad foot, and that was the last, that we, spoke from each other. And I don't want that. I don't want that from my mom. I don't want that from anyone else that I come in contact with, because it's not fair. I don't think it's very fair to anyone else to have to deal with Robert here, having issues medically or whatever. I want to try to give a better experience to people that come in contact with me. And it sounds a little weird to say that, but like, even my son's friends at school, or athletes or whatever, like, maybe they don't hear it, maybe they do, but I believe that they're all awesome in their own ways. And I don't know them. I don't really, pay attention. I'm not there. I'm not a kid. But I do know that the experience that my kid goes through, along with those kids, is a great experience. It's at least my last two kids, academically, they've took it upon themselves to try to, better their own education, even though I have no say in it, because I'm not smart. I'm not them. I cannot learn the way that they can learn, even though I've tried. But still, they took that upon themselves to try to better themselves, not just in the classroom. It's trying to do it, community-wise, or with younger kids. I've always seen, not just my two younger kids, but I've always seen all my kids care about the people that need the care the most. maybe that's something that I gave to them. And I've certainly, never shied away from, telling them, how much I love them and how much I care. With every person and every decision, it's always up to them to make it. I don't make that for them. I'm not there with them 99% of the time. So at least when I hear things from other people, talking about my kids, I've never really heard like disrespect or anything like that, but I know that they see the world kind of similar to me. It's kind of funny too, because one of my kids, I went in his room. This was like, I don't know, could have been a year ago for all I remember. And I'm just bad with times and dates and stuff. But anyways, I went in his room and I dropped some dinner on the floor. I didn't mean to or anything like that. It just happened. And not like mean or anything like that, but when he says like, be more aware because you don't want to drop things on something that might be important to him, especially when he's in college or even another kid. Like, not that I'm not paying attention, but it happens. You lose track, you lose sight of things that you do regularly. Like for me, I'm not saying I'm always, aware of everything that's going on around me. Not all the time, but I am a lot. And most of the time, I just don't pay attention to it, or I don't put my energy into it. But it's there, I see it. And for the most part, for me, I don't want to have to be like seeming like I need to do something when something comes or something arises. I'd rather get the information and then make a decision instead of being impulsive. Now, all of this stuff that I've been talking about probably means nothing to anyone. I've always wanted to make these videos even as a kind of journal type thing, as as my life goes on and as I get older and things come and things go. Like right now, my mom's here. Not here right now. She's visiting with other family, but my mom's here. So many feelings and things that in the past, they come up, and that also intertwines with, me not feeling good and all these other things. And all I say to myself, because I'll say this to my kids too, it's okay. It really is. It's okay to go through this. It's okay to maybe hit a low point when you don't want to, or you're not even trying to, because maybe it's something you need. Maybe it's something that'll help you strengthen your own self. I don't know. I don't have all the answers, but I have a lot of questions. And as long as I have a lot of questions with a lot of things that I deal with daily or in the future, I think that I'm being a better person just by keeping my opportunities and options open. Opportunities, not opportunities. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, I have some basketball games coming up that I'm not going to be able to go to this weekend. I don't think I will, but we did have some games. I had a tournament, won 2, lost 1. big man got hurt, our main big man, so it kind of sucks. That really sucks. I don't know how long he's going to be down for, but the good thing about that, even though it's not good that he's hurt, is that they're going to have a lot of other people getting more opportunities and hopefully be able to show what they can do. Now, I don't know what my youngest kid's going to be doing yet. I'm pretty sure still going through some academic stuff, so that way he can do what he needs to do athletically. So I'm pretty excited for this year, even though, like I said, the big man got hurt. I think it's going to be kind of a hidden blessing for some other kids to get the playing time, like I said, and also it allows other people to go into a position that they're not used to, and hopefully, do a good job. I mean, it's tough. I wouldn't know, but I can tell you this: like, being a center, you're like the focal point. If you're kind of good, defensively and offensively, you're kind of the thing that sets screens or makes passes or gets those rebounds or scores buckets right by the rim. Like, there's a lot of things, but it goes through the center a lot. Yeah, I can't remember what it is next week or this week. Oh yeah, they're going like 2 or 3 hours away. So the following week, though, is going to be another tournament. I believe like 10 minutes away, so it's not going to be a big deal of getting there. I don't like the snow. I hate snow, and it's already starting to snow, and I don't like it. But if it's close and we can get there, I'm okay with it. Like, during football season, I think the schedule was pretty much in good favor for people that had to drive to the games, because a lot of them weren't that far away and were able to make it there. Besides, like, the Adrian game, and that's a little bit of ways. I think it's like 3 hours or 2.5 or something like that. But yeah, I don't know what it's going to look like for basketball this year, but I do know I'm excited for the season to start, even though it's going to be next month. I'm able to get my GoPro kind of set up. I kind of messed up with the last video because my GoPro overheated in the first quarter, towards the end of the first quarter. I don't know how, but it did. So I have to make sure and be more aware of that. I bought a fan that connects to the back of it, so that way it gets really good air circulation through there, because it heats up pretty quickly. And since I don't use an actual GoPro battery, I use an external battery, I can record for hours and hours and hours without it overheating. Especially being indoors, I don't have to worry about it, but I just have to make sure the fan that I have attached to it is functional, or turned on at least, because sometimes things get unplugged or turned off, or you're just not checking it or doing what you're supposed to be doing to record to begin with. I'm pretty excited, though. I changed video editors because my last one was kind of screwing up on me. It was messing up with the brightness and other settings that had to do with it. I don't know if it's codec. I don't know what it was that I needed or what I need to do to fix it, but uninstalling and reinstalling doesn't help, or changing any settings in there, which there hardly is any, is not working. So, but I do like this new one. It's not new, of course. It's whatever it's called, cut. I don't know, but there's a lot of features on there that I already like. Some that I kind of don't like, but I know I can work around, especially with like text. I'm not 100% sold on that text and the options available. Like, a lot of it you have to pay for. I don't want to do that. So I don't know if I'll have to find another one, but this one's gonna work for me for now because of the workflow is not terrible. It's pretty easy to learn, and also I have some things that I was able to carry over from the last editor, which was some GIFs that I had that I don't believe is in that program. I'd have to download them from the website and then upload them so they're on my personal stuff. But yeah, I'll be using that. It's a lot, so mad at it. But my last editor too, I don't know if I said this before, but it creates large files when it compiles and makes the video. I thought the rendering process would be, not too long, but sometimes with the videos that I have, I think they're like 3 gigs per file, and sometimes it comes out to like 100 to 200 gigs. That's a lot of space. And I don't have a whole bunch of terabytes. I do have room, but I don't want to have to fill it all. So this new program, though, it is not huge at all. I think with the basketball games, a full basketball game, not going into overtime or anything like that, is like 20 gigs, which is still a lot, but comparably it's not. And also, there's also another program that I could use to even make them smaller if I needed to for space, which is called Handbrake, and it basically just re-renders your video, but you kind of lose a little bit of the quality. It's not a lot. It really isn't. I've checked many times that I've used it, but it really helped me from going from like a 200 gig to I believe it was like 20 to 30 gigs. So I think I might use that eventually for the other videos that I have that I've saved. I know that YouTube allows you to download the videos that you upload, but I'm not 100% sure that you get them with 4K. And I think it's only 1080p unless you pay for the subscription, and I'm not going to do that either. So keeping the videos is probably the better thing to do. So I'm just going to have hard drives. That's going to allow me to do that. This video is long, and I'm trying to make up for the days and now possibly the 2 weeks that I haven't, not 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks that I haven't made a video. So you're stuck with me, and I apologize that I don't always stay on topic or go through the things that I probably wanted to go through before I started the video. But my mind wanders, and my thoughts go with it, and sometimes it's not helpful for the video. Sometimes it doesn't help me create the content that I want to. But I do want to let you know that I love all of you. I don't care who watches this video. I don't care, what you think of my opinions or thoughts or whatever. It's not about that. I just want to create a space, a place for people to be able to get information that might help them. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it makes you laugh at me. Maybe that's what I'm here for. But whatever it is, this confidence, you can take it. You could have all of it, because I got a lot to spare. And I know you don't believe me, but I think Even though my abilities aren't here, I'm probably more confident than Michael Jordan and LeBron James, all put together. I know it sounds weird, and you probably never believe that, but it's true. I certainly believe that. And if you ask my kids, they'll tell you that same thing too. They know my limitations. They know what I can't do, but I don't know. I can't explain it. It's you know how when you if you drive, you know when you get in a vehicle and you just drive, you just do it. That's how I feel with my confidence. Like it's there. I don't create it. I don't manifest it. It's there. Now it goes away. It subsides. It's non-existent sometimes when I'm going through the things that I go through daily, weekly, monthly, whatever. But the confidence thing will only go away for a certain amount of time before it resurfaces. Because I got so much of it that I overload with it. And that's why my kids don't like me talking to them that much with this type of stuff. Because they know what I'm going to say. They know what my intentions and my feelings towards them and their lives. But I'm not always right, you know? My confidence doesn't always give me safe passage, because sometimes I think the confidence is just the ego. It's a different type of confidence, because ego is pretty much your personality. And I think if I were to make these videos for the next 10 to 15 years, even if I don't put money into, you know, the views or getting all of this out there, eventually my confidence is going to spew over, and we're going to have a lot of people making that content that they want to make, and hopefully it makes them happy, because it'll make me happy. Anyways, I'm done being weird right now. I'm tired. And I forgot to charge my yes, I forgot to charge my massager. That's one thing I have been using a lot more often, is this, because of my pinched nerve. I guess I don't have anything else that will do the job like this, even though this does not do the job like I want it to. But I don't want to spend $200 or $300 for a professional one that, you know, may only last just as long as this one's lasting, which is this one's, I've had this now for almost a year. But I've tried to do many things to take care of myself, or or at least try to make myself feel better. It doesn't always happen, but the daily regiment of hopefully enough sleep, taking a shower with relaxing, and also exercising, stretching, trying to focus, center yourself, and then, you know, go to work. Whatever that work is, whatever it is hopefully gonna have my attention and my confidence will show. I'm kind of just stalling time actually right now. My kid has to go through physical therapy today, so we don't have to leave yet for another hour or half an hour. And I want to make this video long, so you're stuck with me right now. What was another thing I was gonna say? Oh yeah, if you ever wanted to leave comment, question, I don't know, an observation, anything, feel free. And if you don't want to do that, you can also DM me on Instagram. It's the same name. Or just make a post on anything that I post. It doesn't even have to be related to the video that I made. Just post anything. I don't care. If you like monkeys, go ahead. I think I'm done now. I should have went somewhere with that, but I didn't. I'm trying to plan something out for February. Hopefully I'm able to go. Hopefully the weather's good. I keep forgetting to check the price. I'm not going to tell you yet, but it's going to be cool. Anyways, yeah. I'll talk to you later. Like I said, take somebody's confidence. I got enough.